So the question that I think we need to solve, illustrated by the pandemic, which was unequal access to the internet. When the world sat down, we should have all been able to get at least the same level of remote education. And we saw the gaps in that. We saw that there are towns in any state where families would have to take their car out to go park in front of some store or building because the kid had to do their homework. And in their town, they didn't have high speed available because it's rural or whatever. And I think that that's something that we can solve with probably less effort than we think.
No, completely agree. For whatever reason, I got involved working with political organizations in 2020 and 2021. And one of the biggest issues we had was, how do you send email to somebody or an electronic application for things like the census when you don't have access to the internet and your version of a smartphone is TracFone's best version of the worst phone you could possibly get? And the sad part is, it's a lot of places in this country that I guess folks weren't aware of until they had water problems or, there was a natural disaster. That the natural disaster didn't make it look like that. It looked like that for a while. It's just now flooded. It looked like that yesterday. Right. And the whole idea behind having infrastructure so you can do these things affects people with the internet. It affects people with cell service. It affects people with electric cars. It even hits things like mobile payment. Try doing mobile payment in the hood. You can't do that. I use my Apple Pay. They don't say that in any hood in America. Right? It does not happen. The bodega is not taking the Apple Pay. Right? Either the local governments need to subsidize all those places being able to have the same type of infrastructure as everywhere, or the utilities themselves, and that includes the Verizons and T-Mobiles of the world. They just need to get more involved in making their connection better in some of these areas, because it didn't just hit people who were disadvantaged. It also hit people who just didn't live near a city center. I remember the entire pandemic, I couldn't use the internet from 10 to 5.
Wow.
I had to be somewhere else. If I tried to do this right now, it probably would have stopped about 40 minutes ago. To me, those are an industry-wide problem that a lot of the tech companies could help address. But the pandemic laid it wide open, and I don't think they even thought about it until it happened.